personality in his gameplay. As we go into game number 1 of this best of 5, V3m and Laura is going up against Lily and Vecinaa. Lily, she did fantastic on the Bryn in the previous set that we just saw, and I'm excited to see how this plays out because Laura's is definitely up there when it comes to South America players, both in the 1s and 2s spaces that I really like to watch play. And Lily, in 15 seconds, has taken a bajillion damage.
That was pretty brutal to start this one off in favor of the red team, but you know what? Lily's still living, so has plenty of time to put out more damage. But you see the red team collapsing onto her as they're going to get that first stock.
Darn evil genie again, dude. That's what you said. Lily was still living.
Praising someone.
It's already over. We got to remember that. Stay neutral with your commentary. But here we go. Laura's and Vecinaa, the ones most damaged on the screen next. Possibly going down is Lily.
Oh my gosh.
Out of all of the players on the screen, that's not what I was expecting to say, but she gets hit by the ground pound to dare, and Lily's out of there. Recovery on the way back as Laura's just trying to take down Vecinaa as well, and that could be the case here as Vecinaa gets hit by a Sair. Falling Cider doesn't quite hit through, but that down air gets punished as V3m comes in. Second dare, Lily taking so much more damage. This is 6 stocks to 3, Duke. Another crazy turn of events from the set that we just watched into this one, right?
I guess it's just kind of highlighting the skill disparity, right? Like Lily and Vecinaa brutalized their match to get here, and Laura's and V3m are looking so cozy and comfortable. They're out there sipping hot chocolate next to a fireplace as they're getting stocks off this blue team.
Yeah, they're by the fireplace, one hand with the hot chocolate, and the other hand on whatever controller that they're using to play the game, right? Don't think it's quite that dramatic, but it can seem that way as Lily goes down to a neutral sig, and Vecinaa still has 2 stocks to work his way through here as we're going into this game 1 and waiting for the game 2, where it's like, what do you do?
He just clocked in for a double shift starting at 3 a.m. Like this, he has a lot of work that he is going to have to put in to get through the 4 stocks of Laura's and V3m. There's the end sig, the ground pound, the ground pound.
Wait. This is looking great.
And
all right,
he's back.
Huge. Gets the tentacle up that neutral sig, sends it flying off the right side of the stage. Okay, 2 stocks for Vecinaa and 0 stocks for the red team. Ever since the situation happened anyways, that could,
that evil genie.
I'm removing this. It's gone. I don't actually want to do that because it's real sand
it's
in there.
Set dressing, yeah. It's actual sand.
That would be
3 stocks left for the red team, though. And Vecinaa struggling to find that weapon. It's on the left side, but he has to get through all of this red
Doesn't need
team.
the weapon. Just use downlights and ground pounds. Lores is playing the game off stage. It's worth noting that more than ever, you don't have to chase the 1 in the 2v1 off the side of this. Lores, what are you doing?
Oh, he's good, he's good, he's good.
Oh, the dodge through. Vecinaa goes to the other side of the stage. Oh, that's it. That was a great double downer to be able to pivot that too, and reading the fact that Vecinaa was trying to take advantage of his cannon side air momentum, and just stopping that from even happening. It's insane to consider how quickly Lily was deleted in that game 1. I do not expect to see that happen again, but that certainly is a weak point, I guess you could say. I mean, with 187 total damage done, but 538 damage taken. That's a lot of damage to take in the span of time that Lily
that was, I mean, she took a lot of damage, but she also took a lot of damage very quickly. It's like reverse DPS. It's the DPS they put on,
we were talking about
her.
Look at the graph.
Yeah. She played half of that game.
Half the game.
It took her 3 stocks to get 1 of Lores's.
All right. We'll see what adaptations come in the next game. I can already see that Rayman's being locked in for Lily. And Laura's hinted at a core legend pick, but it ends up going back onto the Bryn as we're going into game number 2 pretty soon. V3m and Laura still on that Bryn, and Olgrim going up against the now team of Sidra and Rayman as we're going into game number 2. Yeah, hopefully the Rayman's just change of pace that she needs, right? Because like sometimes there's just like you have a bad game and you go, well, that won't happen again, hopefully.
Well, that didn't work. Okay.
But we'll be seeing how this goes on here because we're going to game number 2 of this best of 5. If Laura's and V3m 3-0 this, they're on into top 4 in the South American Summer Championship. Here we go, Apocalypse for game number 2 with Lily over on the Rayman now from the Bryn from game 1.
I like the decision to go specifically to the Rayman. Again, seeing a lot of love to the Rayman, seeing a lot of love to the Gauntlets, and of course, Axe has been looking good. You saw Lily trying to follow up. She was chasing to cover high, just didn't connect with the side air.
Yeah, Vecinaa got that cannon 0 to death in that previous set that we watched, but Lily goes down to the ground pound from Lores, and all of that early lead goes away as Lores continues dominating with the Axe off the side of the stage, gets the ground pound again. Vecinaa goes for the down air on the Vem. Can Lores get there in time? And look at that. Gets the team combo off of the recovery. Yes, Vem eventually goes down, but Lores has already gotten great mileage off of the Axe so far with basically any damage to himself.
Yo, but a fantastic Axe down sig coming out from Lily. Now on the right side, going to try to play the edge guard, but Vem is there.
Lily. Okay, nice recovery.
She's still there.
I thought the backswing of that recovery was going to take her down, but the neutral sig ends up doing it instead, and Vem already has Lily down to 2 stocks in less than a minute as Vecinaa on the left side of the stage avoids that Axe ground pound narrowly, makes it back, picks up a sword. It continues putting on the damage here with 3 stocks to the, well, 2 stocks now to the 5 of the opposing team. Weapon throw onto Lores slows his return to the stage, but they continue tacking on even more damage to the blue team as we get further into game 2.
I mean, the rough thing is that it's looking like a repeat of game number 1, where Lily has just taken so much more damage than anybody else on the screen so fast, but Vecinaa will hit the ground pound. Opportunity here. Suddenly, everything is even. Vecinaa, if they can take out V3m, they might have the opportunity for the power play.
Let's see, Lores isn't on the Axe, which is what he's been getting a lot of those early knockouts on, and Vecinaa with the dodge read on the Lores, gets the recovery, has to stare back to the stage. Lily tried to go out there for the nair to get the reversal, but gets reversed herself, and the ground pound hits it just like that. She's out of there. Vecinaa has to stare back to the stage, and we do have a repeat of the last game, but Vecinaa took 2 stocks before he lost one of his own. So let's see how that plays out here in game number 2.
Saw the disengage from Lores, didn't want to commit. There's that alley-oop. And now Vecinaa onto the final stock here against Lores and V3m.
Yeah, sidelight comes through. Nair doesn't hit as well. Lores with a nice falling Nair, trying to get even more damage on, but that down air hits. Vem gets the punish. Vecinaa's landing these side airs so well. I'm so surprised at how willing Lores is just being like, okay, I'm going to stay off stage for as long as you're off stage.
Yeah, it's fascinating, especially with like how quickly wall slip comes into effect as of late. Like they could just wait, cover high and low, especially with the soft platform. If he gets this,
goes for the nair. Vem just running for his life. Down air, sidelight, goes for the reset. Team combo of the neutral light, but you've got cannon. It's not, I mean, they can't, you don't have cannon anymore.
And that's the stock. Lores with the ground pound. V3m and Lores up 2-0. Lily able to put out a little bit more damage.
It was better, but I really do think that, like, with how much Vecinaa is doing against them in the 1v2, it's like you actually could just live. Just live. Like, don't even worry about taking the engagements, right? And you'll have a much better chance because just having that presence for them to have to worry about, whether to worry about hitting you or avoiding you, will help so much. I mean, it sounds like an obvious thing to say, but this is a very unique scenario where Vecinaa's doing so well in these 1v2s where I'm like, just another minute, right? Right? And we might have ourselves a game 4 on our hands, but so far the rush down onto Lily has been so fantastic for Vem and Lores that Vecinaa just can't get the lead that he needs to be able to secure a win.
Well, we'll see if Lily can survive longer because so far the red team has been taking her out of the game. But we're in game number 3 again. If the red team wins here, guaranteed top 4 finish, and Vecinaa and Lily are done for the day.
Recovery coming through from Vecinaa. Attacking on more damage here. Lily towards the top of the stage. Nice nair. Goes to the recovery. Doesn't get hit by the nair herself. And now Lores gets hit with the nair. Oh, it's a lot of vertical damage coming out from either side. And the D-Light recovery could be a vertical knockout. Lily going for the double down sig. No, Vem turns it around with the side air. And Lores up there with the axe, already trying to get that knockout. But Lily doing much better. I mean, we're almost at 10 more seconds and Lily would have been down 2 stocks by now, right? So this is a huge improvement coming out from this game. And even a knockout potential coming out from Lily as we're getting that adaptation that we were so hoping for here going into game number 3. But Vecinaa, first one to go down here.
Oh no, Lily getting chopped up. Might lose that stock soon too. Goes in, doesn't hit the side signature. Both red team members still holding on to their first stocks, but like you said, this is the best that the blue team has looked so far. Neutral light not going to be quite enough to take out Vem. and Lores is there just in case.
Ooh, that second neutral light comes through, does take down Vem. Lily, the one stock tanking here. Well, there she goes up the top. 4 stocks to 4 now. As that D-Light, gravity cancel, tries to catch Vecinaa in the air. Doesn't quite do it as he makes it back. Oh man, that recovery was so close to hitting. He doesn't have his jumps back. It doesn't even matter. That's enough force to take him down. But the stuff recovery, Lily could get the revenge knockout. The side stick into the air. Lily goes for the reversal. Can't quite get the ground pound, but Vem
disengage.
Has to come back to the stage. A nice early recovery. Gets the hit on the Vecinaa, thus giving him the chase dodge. But that was a great knockout coming out from Lily. And the pivot dare to ground pound could be the stock. Cider comes through. Lily gets the stock into Vem. No. The hit comes through. Gets a chase dodge, but the gloves, all 3 coming through. Tries to do it again, and Lores trying to make it back. Ground pound stacking. Who's going to go down in this fray? Everybody makes it back to the stage, but the blue team did technically come out with the lead there on damage. It's just a matter of whether or not who goes down first, Lores or Vecinaa.
It comes down to those stocks ultimately at the end of the day. Stocks are the important thing, as again, the down sig not going to connect. Lily trying to hit these side airs. Recovery connects onto Vem. Charges up the side sig. Down light recovery. Lores is still living. Right side, the side air will take out Vem. Lily
go down.
Unarmed against Lores. Lores gets hit by the neutral air. Still living though.
Vem's trying to take out Vecinaa. Wants to get Lily into that 1v2. Recovery comes forward. All the gloves are hitting again, and Lily's the one on the edge guard here. If Vecinaa letting her have that, because of course being up 2 stocks means if you go down, at least Vecinaa would be able to run away. Oh, but the friendly fire, that's huge. If Lily goes down here and they're take down Vecinaa, that's a 1v2 and 1 team combo could be the win. Down air misses. Vecinaa, not damaged enough, I think, for a Sarah to knock him out, but it's close.
Ooh, the neutral light, not quite enough for Lores. The down sig charged from deep.
Ground pound tries to come through. The stairs from Vem. Lily gets a turnaround side air, and that's a dominating stance for Lily here going into this game 3. Lores looking for Vecinaa as the knockout. Lily goes down for the recovery. Down sig comes down as well. Recovery comes through once more. Falling cider doesn't hit, and that side air. Lores brings it down to a 1v1 with Lily. Neutral light's the wrong way. Neutral sig whiffs. Lores has the spear, goes in for the nair. Cider connects Duke, but he bounces off the stage.
Oh, Lores sitting on the corner. 1 exclamation point, 2 exclamation point. Lily doesn't find a hit. Neutral light will launch, and Lily will take us to game number 4. You're seeing the damage numbers go up, the survival go up, and suddenly blue team gets themselves on the board.
5 knockouts for Lily that game. Up from 150 damage in game 1 to 250 in game 2 to 5 stocks and winning the 1v1 at the very end in game 3. Amazing adaptation coming out from Lily and really making this set an interesting one to see there as we're seeing that graph towards the end. Look at that. Holy cow.
I really want to highlight the off-stage gauntlet play from Lily to take out Lores, because there was a brief moment there where it looked like it was going to be a full stock lead to the red team and they just maintain it and win. But Lily quickly got the stock, almost got another. Oh no, Lily.
Oh,
the clash out, and she's going to fall. The save.
Save again.
Second one.
Save again. You have to do it. You have to do it. Keep going. Keep going. Oh no, Vecinaa.
Vecinaa
worked so hard for the save. They just have the resources to make it back, and it just leads Lily into a D-Light Cider knockout anyways. A really rough start for the blue team.
Oh, this is dire now. Blue team's still on that back foot, still 1 game from getting taken out. Vem goes deep, and the save coming out from Lores will keep them alive.
Yeah, the save punished by the neutral sig from Vecinaa, but then it doesn't get the knockout. Okay, that recovery does. Weapon throw right afterwards. Lores gets in the way of the axe weapon throw, but there's the triple glove coming out from Lily with that down signature. And she takes that stock, and she's putting out even more gloves to try and stop Vem from getting back to the stage. Nice nair, brings it back to the stage. Vecinaa doing some damage with the sword and accidentally sets up Lily to get team comboed by the opposing team into a side stick. Oh, that's games 1 and 2 are starting to flash back right now.
A little bit of deja vu here as Lily on that final stock. There's 4 stocks left of the red team to the 3 of the blue team, so it's not completely over. 1 offstage W is all the blue team needs, and they're back in.
Yeah, and Lily seems to be providing it right now. That ground pound was easily punished coming out from both of them. D-Light, the slide from the... It's one of those rare cases where gravity canceling the side stick would have been better than sliding it, because you wouldn't get that downwards momentum.
You don't get that little bit of gravity.
Oh, would have been such a crazy team combo, though.
Oh, the save Lores gonna eat a ground pound.
Nice ground
3
pound.
stocks to 3.
Team
Follow
combo.
up.
Nice. Double knockout coming out for Lily. And it's now 3 stocks to 2. A deceptive lead. Lily lost those 2 stocks in 1:10. So holding on to this would be huge for her. Vecinaa, we've seen Vecinaa do so well in these 1v2s, but that's going to hit them both. While Vecinaa lives, Lily goes down, and this 1v2 is looking rough. Vecinaa trying to get towards that weapon, but it's denied, and that down air spikes him, and that's going to be the pogo to end that stock. And now, Duke, it is 2 stocks to 1. Can Vecinaa do it and bring it to a game 5? There's a possibility. I mean, those sidelights looking good so far.
Yeah, this is going to be possible but challenging for Vecinaa.
Ooh.
The offstage is really
the one
where
hope
he's
is that
getting
Loras
those.
goes off stage, right? Oh, wait. That was huge.
Good jump to avoid the nairs from Lores. He's staying above him, not getting caught inside of the sandwich.
Okay, team damage. Cider hits. Vecinaa's been
waiting.
The damage has been racking up on everybody evenly.
Yeah.
Which is.
Oh, that's it.
Oh.
It's so hard to come back from that.
The
And yeah, the ground
timing
pound will
on
do
that
it.
Sair. Vecinaa was. If that down sig hit, that was the stock. But that side air from the spear was timed so well. Gets him in the middle of the animation. What an awesome edge guard and a great win for Lores and V3m.
Yeah, and that's going to get them into the top 4 of things. Lores and V3m.
Let's see this
we
knockout
started
here
off
real
with
quick.
in the top side, or the 4 still in.
We didn't get the side air. No, they get the ground pound, though. That side air was sick. But, yeah, as you were saying, I liked the adaptation with the Rayman, even though it didn't come in right away. A really good redeeming match. Game 3 from Lily with that 5 knockout, dominating that entire matchup. And then when it came towards the end there, it was just a shame because they both got hit by that same move.